Tape Zoological Garden on the island of Formosa. And if you're an adult, you can't see the monkeys perform unless you're accompanied by a child. The animals sense that they have an audience that thoroughly appreciates their antics. They'd go through fire for the kids. On the teeter-totter board, the monkey seems to think he carries more weight than he does. On the other hand, here's a well-balanced act. On this very special day, the zoo denizens seem to be having a ball. Among the really hot acts is the performing bear. Like all kids, they would like to get right in the cage and dance with the bear. He's an old-timer who has retired to the zoo after trooping the country from end to end. An old-timer who still loves an audience.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome back. We now have game 2 of our Team Illinois doubleheader with Jordan Cass. This time, Team Illinois captain Derek Miller will be taking on Jordan in an ITSL game. Both players come into this at 1-1, so an important one for both. Derek will be the USA. I presume he's not actually going to set up in Benelux. Joined by Matt and Frank again. How are you guys doing?
Good, you?
Doing good.
The second game in a row where I'm forced to look at the old art. You poor thing.
For you, Frank. So this is
kind of similar to your start a little bit.
Did I get roasted for not doing the Defectors fake out on the stream?
No. I said Defectors might have been a little better given what he headlined, but
yeah, no, I'm generally not a big fan of the fake out. Unless you're one of my future opponents, then I love it and you should plan for it. I do think this is just Marshall, right, guys?
This is much better though, because you had no other 3 ops.
Yeah, this is
NORAD and of course
US Japan
control.
Yeah. I still like Defectors, but yeah, fine, Marshall.
We'll see. I will laugh if he gets decall off again.
Yeah.
I feel very bad for Derek.
Mind game.
Because that was not a good start for me.
No. It's also just a little awkward to play, I think, with headlining it. Suez.
That makes perfect sense with Derek's setup.
Yeah, and Derek could have some trouble in the Mideast.
Yeah, we'll see if Jordan's got some ops to follow up here.
Well, he at least has a 4-op if he really wants it.
That he does.
Derek should have done the real psych out, put that comment in before he picked a headline, and then went with Defectors.
Any government that is willing to assist in the task of recovery will find full cooperation, I am sure, on the part of the United States government.
We're doing 45 minutes, or is this a...
This is 60, I think.
This is 60? Okay.
I think Jordan and I wouldn't have minded doing 60 last game based on our timers, but...
Yeah, it got pretty low there.
Yeah. Well, and part of it, because he did a very nice job in the early war with, like you said, Matt, some weird, awkward stuff that I had to deal with. So I was behind pace for the whole game until I caught up in the late war.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate he got UN invention with this hand. So he either gets a 1-op or has to play D-stall for ops.
Yeah, and no good target to use it on besides D-stall.
Right.
So that does not suggest that Jordan has ops to back this up.
No.
Ranku is so lucrative there.
And Ranku is hugely lucrative.
Yeah, so that's a must right there.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, although actually it's not as lucrative with Derek with Marshall already in Turkey. So actually he could just walk into Syria and then Jordan has to coup Iran and coup Syria. So it's not as lucrative.
I mean, it's still pretty lucrative because you can still stop him from spreading easily in Middle East.
Yeah, it's still a strong play,
And
but it's
you,
not
I mean, you,
hammer that it normally is, you know?
yeah, but you get him away from Western Asia. You force him to put into Syria.
Yeah, I agree. If he had a 4, and Jordan gets to space very quickly, which is unfortunate for Derek.
Yeah, this is an interesting play so far.
Yeah, it to me does not suggest a lot of ops. I don't think Jordan's holding much back here.
It also doesn't suggest he has Europe scoring.
Yeah, very true.
So that op could have waited if Derek wanted to do something else.
Is the challenge of human relations and not of impersonal, natural.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else is, unless you wanted to get an op into Afghanistan, maybe. Yeah, now we got another 1-op play. And South Korea is very reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fine.
So what did he? So he moved up. So he rolled like what? Do you remember what he rolled there? Like a,
Oh, on space, I don't remember what the roll was.
yeah. I was going to see if we could tell what the coup would have been.
Oh yeah. Okay, I was about to say it's a tricky hand, but it's just become completely untricky. The hand is determined for us.
Yeah.
DEFCON is at 5. If Derek places 4, he's going to be using presumably UN to get a mill up.
Yeah, this could be tricky with Millops if he decides to coup with like especially if he decides to coup with the China card into like Afghanistan and get 5 points off of that.
So Derek's just going to go to Lebanon, which is all right. I guess if we take a coup with UN, then we can jam a whole bunch of ops into. Okay, well, let's see how bad it was. He's got NATO hanging out there.
NATO.
Okay.
Yeah.
IP war. Okay.
Yeah, I would have been fine with seeing how the NATO coup would have worked on Iran.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he didn't really have anything to follow it, but I tend to agree.
Yeah, but if you can kick him, like especially if it goes to 0, that's hugely powerful.
I don't know about hitting North Korea on AR5.
Well, it makes him presenceless.
Well, but he's got good cards to respond, though. This is just AR5.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah.
Frank, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just use a 1-op play here. Just go to Israel, maybe.
I think he momentarily may have forgotten it was AR5 that he got blockaded.
Ah, that makes sense.
Could be. Now, hopefully, Derek remembered to unmute us.
We can only hope.
To get a couple mill ups.
And he hits it to get even more points.
I don't know if I.
No, I like this now because now you can get a presenceless Dom.
That's true. Okay, I think I like it better up there.
Yeah, maybe.
This isn't great.
I mean, if he drove Vietnam, that could be a lot of trouble.
Well, but Vietnam, because Vietnam makes that a better coup, though, too.
Well, he's holding IP war. Oh no, he played IP war.
NATO.
Yeah, it makes it a better coup for him in Thailand.
This is
Not much to headline here, is there?
No, it's just Olympic Games, right? Yeah,
Olympic Games, yeah.
Yeah, several reasonable headlines for Jordan here. We could get purged. Nasser, Vietnam, that one.
The call, yeah. That's gonna.
Call though. At the
Oh my gosh.
oh,
Classic.
classic Twilight Struggle kicking the balls right there.
Okay. So this is Burma, South Africa, maybe.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what Jordan does here. I think he's gotta go to I might do Malaysia.
It could just be going directly into Thailand and then placing
take-
ops to get it up to like 4.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
That'd be fair to do as well. So then Derek's got to be careful because he wouldn't take a swing at Thailand then.
Not at 4. And I do think Jordan needs to get adjacency to Thailand as well, just in case Derek takes a big swing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if Derek takes a big swing and misses, then he gets a shot at Pakistan. And then this goes really sideways for Derek in Asia.
Yeah, and then Derek doesn't have a good hand the rest of the way. So
No.
wouldn't surprise me if we don't see him take a coup on Thailand, especially not if it's definitely not if it's at 4.
Right.
Interesting decall from Jordan. He did a nice job with his DEFCON 5 decall in our game, or in my game with him.
Interesting. I don't.
Oh, only
like-
2.
Ooh,
I hate that so much
I would have liked it. Oh.
because you don't get a response coup, and you only have it at 2.
Yeah, so now Derek gets 50-50. If he rolls a 4, Jordan can flip with China, but now if he rolls a 5 or a 6, I mean, he's basically in a PvP war on Thailand.
Yeah.
I would take this swing.
Oh, for sure. Definitely take a swing.
Yeah, okay, so that's still a good outcome for Derek. Let's see if he decides to flip.
Oh, he has to now.
I think so, Matt.
And then Derek takes a swing on a country in Africa.
Yeah, he
This-
can just coup of Angola and then the pull bottom
Yeah.
half. Yeah, I think I would have liked that play from Jordan if he had put the North Korea op to be a 3rd into Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just put it into just put the Laos into there and get it to 4. Or yeah. Or just don't do Nigeria or Algeria, put it South Africa or whatever that is. Do the North one, do South Africa, Laos, and Thailand, and then do duck and cover into there.
Yeah, I think that's also good, Matt. I think one more op needed to go into that Thailand area in some way, shape, or form.
Agreed. Now, Derek played US Japan, right?
Yes.
So he, instead of flipping, he could just take Japan.
Well, it'll come back. I think if he's going to play the China card, he should flip Thailand.
Yeah.
And honestly, a pretty difficult choice for Jordan. I know he's the type of player who's going to want to hold on to that China card. And he gives up a lot. He gives up Angola and Zaire, and he is going to do it. Okay.
You have. I think if with giving up 2 points, giving up decall, giving up a coup back with duck and cover, you have to flip it back.
Yeah, so we did, and actually one thing we were not taking into account that we should have is that did give him an Asia dom, so he's not going to give up the Africa coup here. Derek's just going to go ahead and block that and get to Egypt, which with Nasser on scene makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
In May 1955, representatives from 7 eastern
So now he's got to take a coup here.
Poland to sign a pact with their superpower neighbor, the Soviet
Probably on Libya, I would assume.
Year's main event would establish Soviet control of
You mean
the
Egypt?
and challenge the alliance
I mean,
of civilizations in the West.
sorry, not Libya. And I don't know why I said any of those. I ran.
Or NATO.
He's
But-
got Egypt.
Egypt.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it didn't matter where he went with that.
yeah. Risking this pitting again. And it does. Jeez.
Another classic Twilight struggle kick to the balls.
But there, you could have spaced it, man. Can't get mad there. Or he could have put it one in Jordan and made it even tougher.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is playing out kind of similar to my early war. Let's hope Derek's mid war goes the same.
Yeah, I like that play there.
That's pretty good. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Yeah, a 5-year plan in Europe is
Playing the war. Does that like end the game? Then just space it, dude.
I mean, it's not you have an op in North Korea, so you can still mess around with North Korea. I mean, it's 2 VPs. It's definitely obnoxious, and it's
but just space it. Like, who cares about Fidel right now? Cambridge 5 is a free card, and De Gaulle you could just fix. Like, or you could just hold. Yeah, just hold it too.
You just need one op to block Asia Dom. I would consider eventing De Gaulle, fixing, and putting the op in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, or do this. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. I like this.
Yeah. I'm not sure why he's worried about the war right now.
I still think he should trigger it and just hope it misses.
Yeah, I think I agree.
He's got to miss a war at some point, right? He's hit H1 so far. IP, 2 AIs.
He did miss a pretty big brush war against me in that mid war.
Well, I meant in this game, but yes, in your game, he hit a bunch of the early war and then missed brush war. I feel like he missed something else, another war as well, maybe, but maybe not.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah, I've been up on Asia already.
Yeah, I don't think he was going to get that down. This makes sense. So Derek will space Korean War.
Well, oh, yeah, I mean, it'll be tougher.
NATO to space. Okay.
Yeah, good.
I mean, we could poke a Korea, we could poke Algeria, we could get an op into India isn't bad, although IP War would need a 6 on. Oh yeah, let's take Dom and get an op into India. Yeah, this is good.
Yeah. I would say Derek's worried about the AI war there again. Oh, and he drew it again. AI war 3.
Yeah, so Middle East and Europe. Okay. This has good potential. I like that Derek controls these scorings. I like that he's got sock govs.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so Nasser can't get rid of the Dom in a headline, right?
No. So you could headline Middle East.
Yeah, I think I would just headline Middle East here then. You could Europe is a little stronger of a position for Derek to get back.
Seems reasonable. Yep.
Suez, both Suez and yeah, Nasser, yeah. Takes away a point, but that's the right.
Okay, I think we've seen. Oh, maybe not, because he played China. Oh,
well, that's annoying.
That's annoying. That's bad for
everybody.
And it is bad for everyone, actually. It's nice for Jordan if he did redraw D-stall, but that's the only scenario where it's good for anyone.
I guess, yeah. I mean, even if you redrew D-stall, I would rather just get the coup. Then you don't have to waste time putting anything there.
Yeah, and Derek correctly not going to mess around here. Help me with my tracking, guys. We have not seen Indy Reds, Containment, EEU, 5-year plan, or Vietnam.
Correct.
Okay, so those are all in Jordan's hand then. We were talking about how things weren't looking so great, but all of a sudden the score is even and the board
Well,
is
the
ish. I mean, Africa's a problem, but other than that, it's just all
board
empty.
is even. I think like Asia will go even. Just take India, right?
Yeah. It's an
India and
by Jordan, but we can respond.
yeah. I mean, you take India and Japan, Asia's even. I feel like the Middle East can be evened out over time. It depends on like how Muslim plays out and stuff.
That's a free card.
That's a free card. Yeah, it worked well for you this time around.
Except for him immediately 5-year planning where I put all the ups in.
Interesting. So does he have? Did he redraw U.S. Japan?
He might have. I mean, we can get to 7 countries though by just taking Indonesia and the Philippines. And I would just take both of them. Yeah, you don't want to let him flip the Philippines. Okay, this is good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, he has to take Japan and Taiwan to get Dom. Okay, so
Why would you space first though if you want to take Japan? Maybe he doesn't want to take Japan. Wouldn't you take Japan first if you're going to space it?
I don't think he should take Japan because Derek can still block this down. We can flip Lao, like we can do lots of stuff.
Yeah. I just don't get the op there then.
Yeah, I mean, if Derek wasn't proactive about it, I suppose, and I don't really know. I mean, I guess he could put an op in Angola and South Africa. Frank, where would you put that op?
I don't mind what Derek did.
No, not. Yeah,
okay.
So
take Japan.
Our efforts are made in the belief.
Yeah, not Derek. I'm talking about Jordan.
I honestly would rather take South Africa there.
So yeah, and get control for sure.
NATO is in effect, so specials around. That's nice. SOC Govs is going to be an empty here.
Think so.
Yeah, especially with NATO play, we got to just repair this.
The North Atlantic Treaty was signed
okay, good.
between France, Belgium,
Yeah, you gotta take UK
the
back.
Netherlands, the United Kingdom, Norway, Denmark, Italy, Portugal,
Derek.
Iceland, Canada.
We'll see if Derek is traumatized by the AI war and going to hold that through, or if he's going to hold defectors through, which is what I would prefer.
I prefer defectors as well.
That real peace is more than an absence of war, and they seek to promote political and economic stability in the North Atlantic area. To ensure this, they are sworn to stand together against aggression. An attack against one would be an attack against all.
Guess he got annoyed of you poking so much.
Yeah, he's playing the war.
Yeah, that's where I would.
Right play.
See how it works out for him. God. So that's I misspoke earlier, but I guess it's Olympic Games, 2 AIs, and an IP now, right?
Oh yeah, Olympic was the obnoxious one.
That's where I got confused. Yeah. And that was an Olympic that was not his eventing.
Right. Oh, gunman, unfortunate, but
Very.
yeah, and I guess Grain clear choice over Junta since we can't drop DEFCON with Junta.
Oh yeah, easy. And with Brush still out there, and ABM.
Yeah.
How I Learned would have been another interesting. Well, he already went to Sudan, so maybe not. He needs to coup one of these, I guess.
Yeah,
Might be used during the turn to get rid of gunmen.
Yeah, we'll see if Jordan doesn't have any more than 2 mill-ops, you can He can play it for the event AR7 and hold that. Oh, didn't I do this too? Oh no, that was in a different game I played. No, sorry.
No, you had them both in your hand. Had it in your hand both times.
Yeah.
Fire with it or something.
I would. Yeah, I think that's right. That's painful though. That's not the one you want to draw.
Oh, you definitely don't want that. Oh gosh. Oh, that's horrible. Now he's just gonna try realigns on South Africa.
He could. I think even realigns where you don't have any influence at risk, especially when you can deny access, are pretty impactful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if he doesn't have any access anywhere else, I guess can only fight to make Africa even better.
Yeah, we know you have lone gunmen.
Although I wouldn't be if he wants to, oh well, he's got
There's some access.
There's some access.
Then I will not be realigning South Africa and instead just spreading in the Americas.
Yeah, so now we just gotta go Argentina and realign him out of Chile, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Just hope to get that even.
Need to get that one out. Okay, that's big. And no other power cards, please.
Yep.
Yeah, ABM comes or brush comes. If he doesn't have any power cards, he might just try a realign here. He liked the realigns against you.
Well, it's not a power card, but it's a good one. And he'll just solidify that position he got. Yep, I like that.
Yeah, that I like.
Definitely gotta get one up there. Oh, he'll just put both of them up there. That's fine.
Yeah, you don't really have an urgent need. I guess Mexico, but
yeah, Mexico.
Yeah, and Frank brought up how I learned earlier. Jordan does not have any mill-ops and currently doesn't have any way to get them. So
yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Where? Oh, Sudan, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he probably only gets his 2 then. So I do like the AR7, how I learned. Yeah, that's just an ops play, and I think that's the right place for those. Actually, just Mexico instead. Yeah, I like this better, even though I don't think Jordan's holding on to Central for 4 ARs too long, but might as well take your presence.
Yeah, I think he would have already scored Central with presenceless presence.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
Oh, he's 3. Okay.
So now would you event it? I don't think. Oh, he wants to event it to get rid of dump lone gunman, maybe.
Well, because if you do it at the end, you get a couple of VPs. I mean, DEFCON goes up to 5. I don't see any crazy realign targets for either player at high DEFCON in Asia or Europe or the Middle East for that matter. So I don't mind setting it.
I'd have to, he keeps going back and forth. I'd have to see Europe, but it seems like a normal Europe, so probably not in Europe.
Yeah, it's a totally normal Europe. Okay, so we're going to set it to 4. So we're going to give up a coup on Argentina. And then we're going to give gunmen. I would rather.
Oh, you got to put it at 5 because you're going to give him 2 coups.
I guess the problem there is if you put it at 5, he's going to coup, and then
you give up lone gunman, he coups, and then you get a coup back. If you put it at 4, he coups now. You give up lone gunman, he coups again, and you don't coup back at all.
Well, I guess in that scenario, though, I wouldn't coup with gunman. I would let Derek take a coup, and then I would coup back with a better card.
If you put it at 5?
Yeah, if it goes to 5, then Jordan...
Well, it depends. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, so I just set it to 4, especially because Derek doesn't have a 1 stab worth cooing. So the gunman coup itself...
Zaire, Nigeria are good.
No, I'm sorry. Derek doesn't control one for Jordan.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying, yeah.
Oh, but he did put it to 5.
Yeah, you put it at 5.
Although I guess now Now that I look at it, the scenario that I just said, if I was Derek, I would coup Lao or something instead of Zaire. We can make this pretty weird.
Yeah. Does Loud get you 5, 6, 7, 7? So it puts you at 8.
Okay. Jordan takes 2 down. Interesting.
That's interesting. He didn't want to coup, like take a shot at Mexico or something. Because you have to assume the only reason he's doing this is because he has gunmen, right? Like there's no other reason to do that mid-turn.
Yeah, I think so. I guess it also protected Zaire and Nigeria.
Yeah, but you can.
Okay, and Jordan goes for Indonesia. Okay, I like that, actually.
So now you go for Lao and just
Go for Lao.
hope. Yeah, okay. That's gotta be Mexico or okay. I guess I don't know.
We've got to take Chile because we've got to get that presence. And then what else are we doing? That's just bad. We're not doing anything about that. Protect Mexico is okay.
Yeah, I like that. I would, yeah, I'd say Peru maybe might be a little bit better.
Well, that gives him the ability to coup Peru, though. I think this is okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to coup Peru, when you could coup Mexico, Libya, Iraq, Iran, I think that's fine.
Yeah, and if I was,
because if he coups Peru and gets it, then you just put like missile envy into Venezuela and you keep your adjacency.
If Jordan has even a 3-op, maybe even a 2-op, honestly, I think Pakistan is his best coup target right now because that'll stop Derek from coupping if he so much as breaks in and gets an op there. Although he doesn't have any access, so maybe not. We would need to get an op in there himself, so it's not as good as I thought. Never mind.
I still like it because if you roll a 6, you get it, right?
Yeah, I think you need a 5 with 3-op. Frank, what are you doing with a 3-op card here?
Yeah, it's a bit tough. Weird DEFCON situation.
Weird DEFCON and his only.
The more you're saying that though, I like Pakistan because then you get domination there.
Well, Lao also. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I like this from Derek. Because what do we need? We just need a 3.
I'm surprised he did not.
Oh, although I guess we can't.
That still helps. I was surprised he didn't drop DEFCON below 4, so that would not have been a possibility.
Okay, so some stuff here.
Yes.
ABM's nice. I like missile envy.
Yeah, I think I like that too. Deck is getting pretty blue too, so that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't think we have to be quick on our ABM here, especially since we have missile envy.
Yeah. Oh.
Muslim is obnoxious. We're gonna lose Libya.
Libya and Iran or Egypt.
I think he should just take Egypt and Libya so he can secure Libya.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Yeah. And what does this get? Shuttle. It's actually kind of helpful.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, he has to take that chance to overprotect it so it doesn't flip.
Yeah, I like it.
Now, does Derek use ABM to coup back on Thailand? Probably not.
And two defended.
No, but do we have to drop Asia? Because I think taking Lao will still give him Dom, and we can't really deal with that.
Should go someplace else.
3, 4, 6.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
Coming to that realization right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because he's at 7 right now.
Yeah, I would drop Asia. It's painful, but that's what I would do. We can ABM something. We don't have to. And he's in the same situation where he doesn't have a great coup target.
Well,
Iran, really.
Iran, Mexico.
Yeah, and I think Asia's the right play there.
Yeah. It's good that he was able to get shuttle there.
Yeah,
it was helpful.
a shockingly good use of missile envy there.
Yeah.
Well, shockingly good use of shuttle, I should say, with missile envy.
Well, I mean, Jordan giving it knew what he like Asia would have to score before Middle East in most cases.
This will just be, I would swing at Mexico, sure. Why not? Oh, that's annoying.
Just wipes him completely out, man. That's annoying. This is going to be on
this, and let's do the card that's in our hand. Oh, never mind. Here. Yep, there's just one little dot on that die, unfortunately, Derek. Yikes.
So does he repair that now, or does he coup Guatemala?
I think he just repairs that. Is Fidel discarded? Fidel discarded. So Derek could spend a lot of time taking a dom. That's probably not worth it.
No, it's like a few points, right?
Yeah. And he just coup Guatemala if he took
yeah.
Cuba. Oh
or
no!
That'll fix it.
Oh.
And now he is threat. Interesting.
Ooh, I think I would have made Derek roll the dice on those real lines.
Yeah. Why? Yeah. Just two well, I guess he two Mexico and Guatemala, or I mean, you do two Mexico,
Panama.
Yeah.
Force Derek to roll the dice. I like that.
Fidel is yeah, okay.
You said two Mexico and what?
And Panama to take presents. That doesn't get us to Cuba, which I'm sure is what Jordan was thinking. But
yeah, I think he wanted Cuba to try to get control, but then he should have just done two Mexico, one Cuba.
Yeah, I think I would have done what Jordan did, but just one in each battleground, actually.
Yeah, I would be fine with that too. You didn't need to do one in Panama right away because you can just go there.
Okay, that's unfortunate. We're central for even while we can. Makes good sense.
Yeah, interesting. He didn't take Cuba and like one of the neighboring countries to get domination.
No one wants those space points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek does now, I think. Yeah. Maybe Jordan forgot about it. Don't have a card to do it.
Yeah, I think Jordan was doing good stuff, I think.
Well, the Libya Lao seemed like it could have waited.
Oh, that's fair.
If he had a space card there, but maybe he didn't.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm still waiting for his realigns on South Africa.
Yeah, that's a spot for him.
Now, yeah.
I bet he'll take Botswana first, which would actually, with Derek's hand, be pretty awful.
That'd be pretty brutal at this point, yeah. Okay, it gets headline peak.
Okay.
I mean, I guess. If that was his only space card, I would have just rather space it and trying for the 2 points, right?
It's interesting. I was just thinking about that, Matt.
Because because like if you think about it, it's a 4-point swing. He'd be at 12 if he spaced and hit it.
The counter argument would be it's only a 50-50 chance of him getting it.
Yeah, but so what? It's true for Derek as well. So for him to miss and Derek to get it, that's like a 25% chance.
This
Yeah,
should allow Jordan to get the even more lucrative 3-point spot before Derek, though.
That's a good point. Yeah.
yeah, and he does get the headline peak. So I think, especially because he has a nice lead, I actually think both players might take this. Like Derek needed the points, and Jordan's okay with saying you can have those two, and I'm going to have headline peak, and then exactly what Frank said.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Prepping PCR. Yeah, we got to start doing something in Africa. Okay.
Southeast Asia is not looking good. Russia is pretty nice though.
Okay, I have, before, not counting the cards in Derek's hand, so I have 8 red entering this turn, 8 red and 17 blue cards.
That's a pretty good spread there for Derek.
Yep. Especially because Derek's seeing brush. Lights Quag in your hand, since with it being manageable. Cultural, actually quite annoying.
Yeah, not terribly annoying. You can play China, get rid of cultural. Well, I guess it'd give him a point.
Yeah, and we're in dangerous ground here because I think Jordan's got 10 VPs on the board with Africa and Southeast Asia.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So this brush is probably going into Angola?
Yeah, it's well, I think I do Algeria over
Algeria. Yeah.
Yeah.
an argument for Thailand, even
Well,
though
it's 2, 4, 7. They're
But if you don't flip Angola, you might get realigned out of South Africa, maybe.
true.
the only thing is, well, the benefit also is you protect South Africa, then you also threaten Zaire for realigns.
Right.
Algeria is obviously more stable, but
Yeah, there's certainly an argument for Thailand too, but I don't think I would risk
not
that.
at not at -2. When Playdeck hates brush war.
Ooh,
Oh gosh,
that's annoying.
that's really annoying.
Yeah, so we are going to see it now. I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good hit. So this is going to go Zaire, Nigeria.
I think he should get one into Botswana for sure. He could also threaten in Southeast Asia. Those are VPs that Derek has to have.
Yeah, yeah. I think it has to be Nigeria, Zaire. And then yeah, maybe Philippines and Malaysia. Botswana also makes sense.
Yeah, like poke South Africa, Botswana.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could just go hard at Africa and ignore.
Yeah, I think I'd go all 4 in Africa, actually.
And that's what he does. And this is a big
Could be
swing.
yeah, I like it.
Oh,
There's something for Derek.
Yeah, but I mean, flower power.
Yeah, well, that would have actually been very interesting because Derek would have.
He would have given up 2 and then got 1 back.
Yeah, so he would have been at 19 instead of 18 because he hit the brush.
You mean 9?
Well, I'm saying with the VPs on the board.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't think we can do anything beyond taking South Africa. So where can we be obnoxious on the board? Yeah, we're not. We're gonna punt on that decision, which I think is fine.
So if he's talking about flower power headlining it, he's got to have Africa scoring, right?
Yeah, I think Decall was the right headline for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, if he said he's thinking about headlining flower power, then that must mean he's holding Africa scoring, or no?
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah. Gets it within 2.
I think we might need to grab Cuba and event A for P for 3 VPs. Seem to do. That's not really how we want to be spending this turn, but I think we have to.
Yeah.
He could do a Saharan coup too. If he has Africa, he just drops it. But if he doesn't, that's something for him to deal with.
Well, if he figures out what Derek is doing, he might just start poking stuff in Africa or Southeast Asia.
Yeah, because Southeast Asia is 4, Africa is 6. So
I thought Africa's 4 right now.
oh, you're right. It is 4 because we got that. Okay, that's UN is around.
Yeah, that's an expensive. Oh, UN is around.
Yeah, so I think Jordan must have it because
Okay.
that doesn't make sense unless he's getting 2 out of it.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a very expensive play for 1 op or for 1 VP.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a slight over exaggeration, but yeah.
Was Portuguese played? Did I miss that? It must have been, right?
I don't think it's been played.
Here is UN, so he's getting 2 VPs out of that. It makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense then. Oh yes, that's rough for Derek.
One coup doesn't do anything. I think you just, yeah, that's fine.
Gotta get rid of it at some point. Yeah, 4 points.
Okay, only 199 US cards left.
Yeah. I guess he doesn't have Africa scoring.
Not this turn, it would seem.
Yeah, I'm surprised he thought about headlining flower power then.
Egypt before we space. Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
And how can we be obnoxious with puppets? Obnoxious with puppets. I guess we can go into
Africa.
1 stab.
Why is he going after Guatemala? I guess to get rid of the 6.
Yeah, we can space quag. That's fine. Okay, so
now the problem with Derek is that Derek has is Africa's coming up next turn for sure, and Jordan's going to have a chance to coup somewhere in Africa to get it.
Oh, that's such a horrible omen. Although I guess the deck is actually that's a pretty average omen considering the deck.
Yeah, it just sucks that he didn't draw into Africa.
Yeah,
so what I was saying was if Africa doesn't come up this turn, which it's not, then he can coup Angola, right, and get that to be a 6-point thing to get it to 18.
Yeah.
So you kind of wish I don't know.
Well, yeah, in the short term, it might score more given that it came out later.
Yeah, but the short term, it pretty much puts it almost at the end of the game. Like any war, if he gets any war and hits it, it's over.
Yeah, we need to redraw Europe. This is looking pretty dire.
I would get rid of salt, right? And lads.
Are we gonna get so with 14? So we are gonna get a reshuffle. Yeah, you might as well get rid of the neutral.
Panama makes sense, yeah. It's a one. How many cards are left in the deck?
I think I might have missed a card or two, but I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. I have 14.
Not including the yeah, okay. So yeah, definitely get a redraw.
Yep.
Or a reshuffle at least.
One of those unknown cards is CRGs, though. I could do some work for Derek.
Mm-hmm.
That's annoying.
Yeah. Gets him an extra point if Derek has the scoring.
Okay, Derek controls the scoring, which is good, but that's about where the good news ends with this hand.
Yeah, because the other good news is he drew South African unrest, because that would have been really terrible if he did not.
Yeah, and I think
Specials with BP as well.
very
Specials to VPs. Yeah, I think that might be a headline there.
sad that we don't have nuke subs in our hand with Africa.
He
Or
could try Olympic Games a second time since he's holding We Will Bury You.
we know that couldn't possibly go wrong.
Well, at this point, does it really matter?
Yeah.
He's losing 6 points at least in Africa, I think. Because, well, actually, Jordan's probably going to headline that the other African attack card,
Yeah,
right?
that was
Portuguese.
Let's see. Is Derek gonna show us was Portuguese played? Yeah, Portuguese was played.
Was it? Okay. Never mind then. But still, 4-op coup on it pretty much wipes it out for Derek.
All right, so tell me if any of these have been played. CRGs, Pope, Nuke Subs, Bear Trap, Duck, CNS, that had to have been played at some point, right?
Yeah. I think CNS was played, maybe. I thought that was played by Jordan to get the first spot, but maybe not.
Okay.
And I thought Duck and Cover was played, but I could be thinking of Early War.
Okay, well, I have one card too many, and I'm going to assume it was CNS.
Was Bear Trap not played? Am I thinking of the other game?
They're blending together now.
They are actually. Well, maybe it was. Yeah, this is interesting.
Is he really thinking of considering cooing, and I guess he redrew Central, maybe? If he redrew Central, this is going to get really interesting.
No, it's just an Angola coup. He's got
That's what I thought, but why would you headline Lads? There's got to be a better card to headline, but maybe not.
Not of his known cards. They're all blue.
All blue, okay.
I think that was an unknown. Oh, okay.
Eric gets lucky. So basically makes the average score a 3-point score instead of a 4.
Well, it'll still be 4, but he's He's threatening
Well,
to.
no, I mean, yeah, 4, but he got a point with defectors that went into Africa and got that
Oh.
country back is kind of what I was getting at. Like it kind of negated a point from that score.
Yeah, and we're threatening Nigeria and Algeria. And the rest of his hand is trash. Absolutely.
Yeah, this is probably just. Oh, yeah, prevent realign. I would just score this here. You could try and push, I guess.
I would take some realigns of Algeria, but okay, we can try to fight on country count too. We needed our mill ops, sure.
Well, he can realign Zaire.
Oh, true. He's just running out of cards here. Okay, let's take some realigns. Oh, I would do it with China or cultural and event Nixon.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's going to be good enough. Yeah, Africa coming out late and some roles there are keeping Derek in this.
Yeah. So now Derek is probably thinking of getting domination himself.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. But if he goes.
Well, he takes Zaire in one other country. He has it.
Yeah, he's got to. Although Jordan
I don't know what
to do. Jordan, I think we know 5, and there's CRGs, nuclear subs, bear trap, and duck.
Yeah, I mean, Derek's running out of cards to play as well at this point.
Yeah, I think we're going to be playing China at some point here, even though I know we really don't want to. That's why I like.
I think he's gearing up for a self-quag or no?
Maybe. Oh, we did have CNS. Okay.
Okay. I thought he might have played it. Yeah, the games are blending together with that now.
Our goal is not the victory of might, but the vindication of right. Not peace at the
Well, I just played 2 games before these 2 games as well, so
True, yeah. So this is your 4th game for today.
yeah.
It's a lot of Twilight Struggle, Frank.
Yes, it is.
I would have gone for the points there.
Oh, he did redraw Central.
Yeah, I had a feeling since he played lads, but he didn't attack it at all. What wouldn't you have gone to try and get domination if you were Derek in Africa?
He's just out of cards. That's why I think I would have, if we're preparing to play China, I would have done the realigns with China, because then you can realign Algeria too.
Yeah,
Frees up cultural as opposed to using Nixon.
right, yeah.
Because his hand is trash.
Yeah.
Well, but if you gave Jordan China, he might have just played China right back. Like with but if you do it first other than cultural, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him put like 2 in Zaire, 2 in Botswana or something to try. Yeah, he's gearing up for self-quag. This could go pear-shaped.
Yeah, he's exiting the game to
Gotta
try to
refresh
that.
those dice roll stats. He's moving up. Wow. I'm kind of surprised he didn't do South African first.
That Jordan doesn't really have anything to threaten Derek with. Yeah, actually, because you can't space South African.
You can't space it, and then you can space we will bury you or cultural, and then space them. Like cultural's not that bad. Like space we will bury you, then the next turn space cultural.
Okay, so I'm not quite ready to say this is a DEF CON or bust situation because the board is pretty even, but we got some work to do.
No, this is yeah. But Jordan is apparently able to move up the space track no matter who he's playing against.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna give South African.
Not the victory of might, but the vindication of right. Not peace at the expense of freedom, but both peace and freedom here in this hemisphere.
Yeah.
And we hope around the world.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, this is why I would rather just dump it and then play China card or something. Yeah, that's a good card to get rid of.
Played at some point and I missed it.
Hey, what?
CRGs was played and I missed it. All right, so unfortunately we've got a DEF CON card in our hand. We want those all to go to Jordan's hand. Do get the right scoring at least.
Well, we had the DEF CON card from last turn.
No, I mean teardown.
Oh, for us, yeah. I mean, you could try and use it to do some stuff in Europe, though.
Yeah, I think the play here is tear down and then terrorism to hope to catch him with a couple DEF CONs.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just hope he doesn't headline like Iranian hostage and take back Iran.
Yeah, that would be brutal.
Yeah, get rid of your only source of points right now, other than Europe. Well, I guess your only source of points in your hand.
The totalitarian world produces backwardness because it does such violence to the spirit.
Guess the risk of this is if he has war games, he can just instantly AR1 it.
Yeah, so you think he might have should have gone with Middle East scoring.
General Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek
I would take this risk. He's got war games, he's got it.
Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate.
If we weren't purged, I was going to make Matt very happy and suggest there was a world where we could go for Middle East control, but not. We're purged now.
I do love control.
It's like no war games.
Yeah, that was too long for there not to be.
Yeah, so Jordan will just go ahead and protect Europe, which makes tons of sense on this board.
Yeah.
Take his VPs, and I think terrorism should be... Derek will then lose those VPs right back.
Yeah, terrorism, he might have... Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the dreaded AI war. Derek doesn't have to be terrified of that card anymore.
So let's see here. Grain is around. 5-year plan is around. And what you call it? Cal is around.
Yeah. 2 of those cards can be spaced.
But he can only space once. So he's got
He can only space. Yeah. So if he's holding, if he's holding 2, he's done. I
think unless let's see here, What would save him from grain, which is unspaceable? Let's see here. Salt is around, I think. NTB is around.
Yeah, salt for sure.
And then war games, of course. But I think he
Well, he doesn't have war games.
Okay, and he's not DEFCONing either. So
yeah, if he's spacing an evil empire, he's not DEFCONing.
Unless he has grain, which is possible, and then how could he get to 20?
Oh, yeah, true. If he has grain, true.
Yeah, what's Asia?
Just scoring as well.
Well, sorry, what was that, Frank?
If we're trying to calculate a path for him to get to 20 before he has to grain himself.
Yeah. Okay, so
Asia.
Asia one away, and then there's a bazillion points that can get him, or a bazillion cards that can get him a point.
Yep.
Yeah, so Asia is what, 6 points? And Star Wars for the second game in a row is inactive.
Yeah, that was sad for me.
Probably even more sad for Derek because he's a little closer than you were, though.
That's true. I didn't have much of a space program. And what the heck are we brushing? Yeah, maybe we should have brushed Thailand actually with that Asia path. But I guess if he had it, he had it.
So what? Wait. Oh, no. Never mind. I'm not thinking straight.
Okay, well, that would have failed everywhere on the board.
Yeah, Playdeck hates brush war, it seems like.
NORAD is the North American Aerospace Defense Command.
And it's located here at Peterson Air Force Base in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
It's an alliance between the United States.
Okay, yeah, we got to take that back.
The skies over
Yeah,
The command
put another one in there.
was constructed in order to provide a
I think so, actually, yeah.
Yeah, put another one. Now, is this grain? Oh, it's Europe.
Good one, though.
Well, that gets Derek back in the game. Not out of war games territory, though. Oh, Derek drew grain.
Well, but if he gets some, oh no, that's that's it. So you can space Cal and then just play 5-year plan.
Yep.
That's it for DEFCON, yeah. So we're gonna have to win on the board now.
That's
tall task.
Tough. Because Middle East is not. I would be surprised if it ends how it is looking right now. Well, at least you don't have to worry about Ortega.
OAS. Now we didn't want to pick up OAS.
Second bad grain draw.
Yeah, we can just coup Angola here, I guess.
I think you still have to play it though, right? In some manner.
Yeah, use it to coup.
Oh, that's still decent.
And there it is.
So he was just trying to get it down.
All right, so that'll do it for that one. Jordan Cass beats Derek on a turn 9 War Games victory. Guys, any final thoughts on this one?
No, I was worried for Derek after he had good luck or bad luck in your game.
Yep. So that doesn't end well. We get a split for Team Illinois tonight, and that will do it for us. Have a good night, everybody.
medios de comunicación